Alright, so welcome back to another Cookie Coolie. My name is Cookie and today we're going to do another video about figures. But before I even get started, look at my new lens. It's 11mm to 22mm for my M50 and it looks pretty great. I plan on using it for my vlog to Japan for next year. As you can see, you guys can see like pretty much my shelf when it comes to gamings. Also, you can even see where I sleep. I can't wait to use that for vlogging. But anyway, let's go back to the video itself. Yeah, so figures. I plan on buying more, obviously, based on my channel, other videos as well. I don't know when I'm going to buy these upcoming figures because they are not listed in to pre-order yet in the sites. At least not yet. They only, like, even some of them have not yet been pre-painted yet to, you know, to display and showcase what they look like when it comes to coloring. But when they are ready to be displayed and to be pre-purchased online, you can bet your ass that I'm going to pre-order those bitches. But anyway, two things that you guys need to note before I list all the figures that I plan on buying is that one, I'm not going to list any figures that I already pre-ordered online. So if you guys want to know what those figures are, I can list these figures right here and now. Yeah, so these figures I already pre-purchased online, so it's only a matter of time before they get here. I think my next figure that I'm going to get is the Ishtar Rin, and that is around like next month or this month. And two, I don't plan on making a top 10 or top 5 video for this because I don't want a figure any less than the other. I really want them all equally. Alright, so without wasting any more time, I'm going to list the first figure I plan on buying, and that is Jibril from No Game No Life. Not just any Jibril, of course, a bunny suit Jibril. Yes, you heard me, a bunny. You guys didn't know already, I really love bunny suits, waifus. That's actually my main fetish when it comes to animes. And next after that is the wet shirt, then the office outfits like, you know, teacher or secretary look. But yeah, bunny is my main one that I really love about the waifus, and Jibril actually has one. And that is made, of course, by Free Ink. They're mainly known to make a quarter size of bunny versions of waifu. And to know that Jibril is actually in the hands of a company like Free Ink just makes it more reassuring. Alright, so the next figure that I'm planning on buying is a Savaria Bless bunny figure. Yes, I know, it's another bunny figure, and a Savaria Bless nonetheless, which I already unboxed in my previous video. But this time it's actually a different one. It's a different pose and made by a different manufacturer, and that is, of course, Free Ink this time as well. My bunny figure that I actually got previously is actually made by Quest-Q and not Free Ink. That's why the figure itself is a 1/7 size figure, and it's actually a little smaller, but you know, it's an average size. But this new one actually has a different pose, and it's a quarter sized figure. Alright, so the third figure that I plan on buying is an Artoria Alter Lancer by Quest-Q manufacturer. So as I mentioned earlier, Quest-Q is the one that made my Savaria Bless bunny figure that I unboxed in the previous video, and we all know how well it turned out to be. So just having another Quest-Q figure in my hand in the future just makes it more, you know, reassuring as well. Alright, so the fourth character figure I plan on buying is that from the video game Fate Grand Order, and the character is Nidochris. Nidochris is my chocolate waifu of Fate Grand Order. I really want one of her figure at least once. There is an Nendroid out ready to pre-order, but like I said in my other old videos, I'm not a very big fan of Nendroids. I only own one, and that is of Skahawk. I don't hate on Nendroid, it's just, you know, I prefer scales figures. Yeah, so Nidochris, it's actually made by Amakumi, and I actually don't know the manufacturer itself, to be honest. That's gonna be my first time going to be pre-ordering from those guys. I don't know, from the looks of the image online of Nidochris, she looks pretty good. There's one thing I noticed about her face though when it comes, I don't know what it is, I think it's because of the painting. It looks kind of odd, but overall, it's you know, it's great. It's good enough. I can't wait to see more pictures just to be sure that I'm gonna buy this for sure. But Nidochris, I just want her at least once, and that is a nice pose. I like her form as well. That's, I believe, the Ascension 3 form, and that's my favorite one as well. Alright, so after Nidochris, I would want to get a Alter Rider Artoria figurine in her swimsuit outfit for summer. Now this one is actually made by Alter, and Alter is actually a manufacturer that is quite known and has a good reputation in making figurines, and I am not really worried about that because I believe I own some Alter manufactured figures. I can be wrong because I do have, like, I can be mixed up with Aniplex and Alter, but Aniplex is also good too. But yeah, Alter Rider Artoria, I'm hyped because one, it's freaking Alter or Saber basically in her swimsuit, and god, she looks she's actually based off her image from FGO, so yeah, can't wait for that. Alright, so the next figure that I plan on buying is, of course, another bunny. By who?
I don't know.
Freeing. Alright. So we all know by now that Freeing is mainly known to make bunny figures at a scale of 1/4 size. Speaking of 1/4 size, I'm going to actually show you the difference between a regular size 1/7 and a big ass size 1/4, just to tell you how huge the figurines are when it comes to the bunny figures by Freeing. But yeah, Urza. Fairy Tail, I really like Fairy Tail at first, but then the more I read into the manga, like further on, it actually went really like cringy, cheesy, friendship power, you know, those shonen typical things for kids. But the action is really great. The art is, I love the art by Hiro Mashima, and I love Urza. She's my favorite character in Fairy Tail. In her image prototype, like, you know, the image to be shown before they actually made the figurine, they made her, like, Hiro Mashima drew that. You can tell for sure. He drew her thick as hell. Like, let me tell you, she, like, I'm not complaining, but like, she doesn't have that huge of a thigh like in the manga. But I'm not complaining. Like I said, like I am actually for when it comes to making the figure of her with her thick ass thigh. But then I saw the actual prototype, the non-painted version of the figurine. She actually has a, you know, a skinnier thighs, which at the same time I don't mind because that's how she's supposed to look like in the anime. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Of course, it's about Freeing. I have no doubt that they will succeed in making a figure like this a success. Man, anyway, let's move on to the final figurine that I plan on buying. This is actually an interesting one too because, anyway, I'll tell you guys right now, it's Skahawk bunny figure. Yes, it's a bunny figure Skahawk. Okay, so what? Remember earlier when I said I wouldn't make a top 10, top 5 video because I don't like ranking the figurines? Well, okay, this figurine of Skahawk, this is a must for me. Like, no matter, I must have her. She's like my waifu of Fate Grand Order right now. And interestingly enough, there's actually 2 manufacturers that's actually making the same pose, same outfit of Skahawk. One is Freeing, of course. Like, it's a bunny figure. You can already know it's a Freeing like manufacturer. Anyway, of course it's a 1/4 size figurine, so it's a huge ass figurine. And the other one is made by Alter, I believe. Alter is actually making a regular size 1/7 size figurine, while the other Freeing is making a bigger version of the same character. Initially, I plan on buying probably the Freeing version because of the size, but then Alter has a great reputation when making figurines. And not to mention, it costs less. Like, you have to think about the price as well. If you're on a budget, you might as well go for the Alter version. But if you're really liking, like, if you really like bunny that much and like to have the bigger size, just go for the Freeing version. And there's also the fact that there could be some difference in details. Like, I've noticed that the breast size and the face are a little different when you compare the two. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the difference between the two. Right now, I'm going to show actually a figurine of myself having Chitoge from Nisekoi, and compare that to another figurine of mine of the regular size of 1/7 scale. Alright, so that's pretty much it when it comes to figures that I plan on buying in the future. As you can tell, I really like bunnies. Like, I I can't stress how much I really love that. You know, it's my fetish. Come on, like who doesn't like bunny suits, guys? Hell, I even went to Las Vegas like 8 years ago when I was 18. And I went and took a picture with a bunny girl, like, come on. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed this video, and of course the new view that you get in the back with this new amazing lens. I plan on using this lens again for my trip to Japan next year, and that will be great. I can't wait. Anyway, if you guys want more videos from me, please hit the like and subscribe, and till then I'll see you guys in the next Cookie Coolie.